Greetings, classmates and Professor E. Banks. I'm Rhonda Pesky. I'm 56 years old. I have 5 children. I have 7 grandchildren. And in 2 weeks, I've been married to my husband for 38 years. I grew up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. There's nothing there to recommend it. It's cold. And I couldn't wait to get out. I was going to be a world famous writer. I was going to go to New York University or Boston University. I was going to live in New York. I was going to hang out with Stephen King. But in 1979, I met James, and everything changed. In 1978, Stephen King wrote a novel about a manufactured flu virus that takes out most of the world. I read that book over and over again. When he released the unabridged version in 1990, I read that book over and over again. But when COVID-19 was in the news, I thought it was still something that was a Stephen King novel. It just didn't seem real. When we moved to Florida, I got 10 good years. I worked 50 to 70 hours a week as a manager. I loved my job. We raised our kids. And then, that quickly, I went from being able to work 70 hours a week to not being able to get out of bed. I have lived for the last 6 years in a state of isolation. When the only weapons that we have against COVID-19 were released and everyone was told to stay home, my boys called me laughing because we'd had years of learning how to live like this. When you heard about the virus, when you were told to stay home, did you? Did you immediately go get a huge stock of masks, a month's worth of toilet paper, 6 months worth of bottled water? Did you go to the bar or the beach or the mall? All of those things are normal because we don't want to believe it. And then we experience all of the stages of grief, denial, and rage, and depression. I went through those things for years, trying to adjust to a life spent inside. Those feelings are normal, but they can be dangerous if they're not dealt with. If you're experiencing things like this, don't blame yourself, don't shame yourself, accept that this is the way things are right now. Talk about it, and then, oh Jesus, and then try something new.